Hi, folks. Thanks for watching. So I've been learning some new things about the IRS and the way it works here. And just to kind of give a baseline, back around 2021, I had some foot surgeries done on my foot. And while I was healing, I was able to do some stock trading through Robinhood and TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab. And so what I was doing is I was doing small cap trading. And I'm good enough that I haven't lost any money when I'm doing this. But the thing is, which I didn't realize, and which is one of the big dangers of being an American, living in America in a capitalist society where the rich people get richer and the poor people stay poor or poor and lose everything that they have. So anyway, what's going on right now is I'm being audited all the way back to 2021. And the reason why I'm being audited all the way back to 2021 is because when I had nothing to do and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything, I was doing day trading. And this is the danger that happens to the little guy in America trying to trade stocks. So what's going on right now with me is the IRS is holding my money for compliance, which I didn't know anything about. So this is fair warning to anybody who's the little guy. You might be making money, but for every single trade that you make, you have to file a compliance form, little thing, that overburdens you when you're trying to trade or you're trying to survive by making some money on the stock market. So the way the system's rigged is that the small traders are overburdened with compliance, which suppresses their activity. So in my case, I admit I'm really stupid in this, in believing that the system would work for me. Now, the federal government is holding 13 grand of my money for compliance through my trades with all the various stock market things. And this is how it'll affect you if you're not careful. Being the little guy is for every trade that you do, you have to fill out a little form. And I don't have it up with me, but you have to fill out this form saying what the trade was or this, that, and the other. So these big trading firms and everything like that do all these mega $1 million, $1 billion trades all day long and everything like that. But they have computers and software and everything like that built together to facilitate their $1 billion trades, while you and me, the little guy, has to do everything manually, individually, at a time. And what's ending up happening with me right now with the IRS code in the United States is, I've been into the Ogden IRS office about 5 or 6 times, and when they look at my account, they become instantly befuddled because they can't figure out that I've got thousands of pages of compliance trades or compliance things going on. Well, I didn't know about that whole part of the IRS system, which suppresses the little guy, because the little guy has his computer or his cell phone that he's working from, doing that in the small way, trying to make a profit and whatever. But all of a sudden, I'm getting hit with so far as what I've been told, 9,000 pages of compliance reports individually for me, because I was kind of day trading small cap stocks. So be careful out there. If you're, and you can be smart, you can be really good at following patterns, tracing patterns, watching what I call form ups. You can see when something's going to happen, and you invest in it, and then you take it out and then recycle it into another stock or something like that, which is what I was doing. I would watch the stocks and do a trade, and then, or like if I got a dividend or anything like that, I would reinvest the dividend into the next size or similar size stock. But I have set it up for myself that I have every dividend paying stock on the stock market that I can look at, and when a dividend pays out, I just put the dividend back into the stock market at the similar price. And because everything that I'm looking at is so huge, I almost never place two stocks in the same trade or the same position. So that's what my strategy was. But the thing is, I did not know about all the compliance stuff that I'm apparently not in trouble. I just have to figure out how to file the compliance. I don't have the money to do that because I've had multiple surgeries on my foot. I had to use all of my tax money. I had to take out my retirement money to pay my medical bills, and this, that, and the other. So for me, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose everything that I own and everything like that. Where it's because of the compliance issue with the stock market for the big guys, without consideration for the little guys like me and you. What's happening is things like you call into the TAS phone line and try to get help. Yeah, and this happened with me, and I've got it saved on YouTube, where you spend 2.5 hours getting hung up on every over and over and over and over again. So I've already done 5 trips to the Ogden IRS office, and when they pull up my account, they can't figure out what in the heck's going on. And then my last visit to the IRS office, they said I have thousands of pages of non-compliance. Well, if you don't know anything about the stock market, which about the back end of the stock market, buyer beware now. You know, I'm putting this message out for anybody that's had this trouble. This is the way that the American government works against the American people. The American government loves it when Donald Trump does his big deal trades and stuff like that, and hurrah, yay for Mr. Trump and or President Trump, and hooray for Mr. Musk and all the other big guys that hang out at restaurants I can't even look into. I'm not jealous, guys. I actually kind of like the simple life. I like to go do my drag racing and do my road trips and stuff like that. And I've sold off all of my how can I say, militaria stuff, trying to survive. I'm down to my last $1,500, and so I'm going to comply with the IRS somehow with 9,000 pages of individual trades. I got the form number, but anyway, that's not important. So that's how it is in America. The poor person is supposed to stay poor. They're supposed to know everything, and about anything, and if you don't, you're punished for not knowing this system that's harmless to anybody except the federal government. Because the government wants to have its eye on you because of any little corrupt other tyrant, whatever, is making money, while our politicians are making money off their backdoor deals. They're suppressing the economy in the real world, which is you and me, the American citizen. So they suppress us from making money in order to fulfill their own system of getting money, getting backdoor money, and everything like that. Now, I could say it's corrupt, but I'm pretty sure everywhere in the world, this is the way the system works. The poor people are supposed to stay poor. The poor people or the injured people are supposed to stay injured. They're supposed to stay on their medical program that they're supposed to stay on, because if they make any more money over that, they instantly get kicked out of the system. So beware if you're, in closing, beware if you are trading small stocks, individually, trying to make the American dream, which is to be better off than you were before. The system will hold you down. They'll hold you to all kinds of draconian things that, the little guy can't make money, but the corrupt guy can make a whole bunch of millions of dollars, and then when he gets caught, he has the method to hide the money so that he still can utilize the money. But for somebody like you and me, what happens is my money is frozen. The U.S. government owes me about 13 grand. They owe me 13 grand. But they're holding my money for compliance. And the compliance part is because of the larger system that the trading companies, trading institutions, or whatever you want to call them, have to abide by. But the little guy, like you and me, who, I've got 9,000 pages, but compared to what the machines are doing in their financial offices, that's nothing. But I'm planning on moving to a different state in the United States where I have a job waiting for me, but I'm down to my last $1,500 waiting on the IRS, which has never communicated with me about what's going on with my account. I've had to do my own discovery on all of this. And then when I get to the account, to see my account at the Ogden IRS building, the Ogden Federal building, they look at in total bewilderment, because I'm actually trying to do the American dream and do the American thing, is take care of myself. But because of the compliance restrictions which are literally irrelevant for underneath a certain income, it is an overburden on the average citizen that prevents the average citizen from being able to attain wealth. And that's all I had to say for now. Thanks for watching. I might post something else a little bit later on. I have a post that I have on Facebook or YouTube with regard to the way I was treated on the phone system. I got so much going on through my head right now that I don't want to be repeating myself. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll try to keep you updated if you're interested on what's going on. But the U.S. system needs to make a separation between the corporations and the regular people that are just doing hobby work in comparison to the millions and millions and billions and trillions of dollars that are being shelled out to all of these other people and their campaigns, to the detriment of you and me. These companies have the ability to do all of this stuff that we're not allowed to do, which holds us down and keeps us poor. But as the conspiracies work nowadays, that might be just part of the plan, to keep the poor poor, and take away their houses and take away their cars and take away everything that they have and leave them out on the street so they're dependent on welfare. You're not allowed anymore to create your own future in America. And that's the crux of all that tension and anger in the United States right now. They see the systems because we have the cell phone now. We have access to way more information than we're probably supposed to have, and it's just bad. I'm not prone to being vulgar and flapping my arms around and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I just want to drive a bus and go to work and come home, pretend I'm normal. I'll probably do another video on what's going on with my medical situation. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll try to do another video maybe today and get saturated. Anyway, thanks for watching. So let's see. Online, I'm Busker Maine in Facebook. I've also got a little website up called Trotter Transportation, but I haven't done anything with it yet. And let's see, Busker Maine, Ray Maine, Stanley Ray Maine, and so on. And I'm in Ogden, Utah right now, waiting for the Fed or whoever to come along and shut off my water, shut off my electricity, and leave me with no option but to drive to a different state where I'll have to live out of a garbage can or a hostel, not hostile, a hostel, so that I can survive. And I have somebody who's going to take care of my cats, and I'm prepared to lose my house. I'm prepared to lose everything because the federal government doesn't care. They care about the mega corporations. I don't have anything against the mega corporations. Okay, yay for them that they're rich and wealthy. But okay, if I still have the wherewithal to go to work and do everything like that, don't suppress the regular guy. Let them make some money. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire, a bazillionaire, or a gazillionaire, or own the third planet on the other side of Mars that we've never seen, or whatever. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.